Deep in the heart of the forest, a cabin stands alone, untouched by time. Its windows are shattered and the door hangs off its hinges, swinging gently in the cold wind that whispers through the trees. Legends speak of a family that once lived there, mysteriously disappearing without a trace. Locals avoid the area after dark, claiming they've heard eerie whispers and seen faint figures moving among the trees. One stormy night, a group of friends seeking adventure decided to spend the night in the cabin. They were unaware of the dark secrets and malevolent force that still lingered within its walls. As they arrived, the sky darkened and the wind howled through the trees. The cabin loomed above them, a shadowy silhouette against the stormy sky. They hesitated, but curiosity got the better of them. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the floorboards creaked under their weight. They set up their sleeping bags and lit candles to chase away the darkness. But the light only seemed to cast eerie shadows on the walls. As the night wore on, strange things began to happen. It started with whispers, barely audible but unmistakable. The friends dismissed it as the wind, but unease settled over them like a shroud. Then the temperature dropped, their breath turned to mist and the candles flickered, casting dancing shadows that seemed to move on their own. One of them, Sarah, decided to explore the cabin. She ventured into a back room and found an old, dusty journal. The pages were filled with frantic handwriting detailing the family's descent into madness and their eventual disappearance. As Sarah read, the whispers grew louder. She turned to leave, but the door slammed shut. Panic set in. She banged on the door, calling for her friends, but they couldn't hear her over the growing storm. Meanwhile, in the main room, the others felt a presence. Cold fingers brushed against their skin and shadows moved in the corners of their eyes. They tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. Sarah, trapped in the back room, felt a cold breath on her neck. She turned slowly and saw a figure, pale and gaunt, with hollow eyes staring into her soul. She screamed and the others rushed to her aid, breaking down the door. They found her in a state of shock, clutching the journal. As they read the final entry, they realized the truth. The family had been haunted by a malevolent spirit, driven to madness and ultimately consumed by the darkness. The friends knew they had to leave, but the cabin had other plans. The whispers grew into a deafening roar and the shadows closed in. They fought to escape, but the spirit was relentless, refusing to let them go. In the end, only one managed to break free, stumbling into the forest as the cabin collapsed behind them. They never spoke of that night again, but the legends of the forest cabin grew even darker. And so the cabin remains a silent sentinel guarding its dark secrets, waiting for the next curious soul to wander into its grasp. If you ever find yourself deep in the forest and you come across a broken-down cabin, remember this story and turn back. Some secrets are best left undisturbed.